Secrets Disney doesn't want you to know. Disney had to permanently close this ride because it was too scary. So they're kind of known for their kid-friendly rides. But this one's a little creepier. It was called the Cinderella Castle Mystery. You got to tour the haunted dungeons beneath the castle. So you take a normal walk, tour the castle, and then the magic mirror appears, and then the guests proceed to go down to the dungeon, and you get to face different Disney villains. Honestly, this sounds awesome. I wish they didn't close this down. I want to see this so bad. I wonder if it still exists. Like, obviously you can't go on it, but I wonder if like the structure exists. The attraction terrified guests so much that Tokyo Disneyland actually had to permanently close it. I mean, if you get scared easy, just don't go on it. Why ruin the fun for the rest of us? Did you know there's a hidden leprechaun house in Disneyland? In 1955, Walt Disney released the book, Little Man of Disneyland. The book is about Patrick, a leprechaun who lives in a tiny half-hidden house at the roots of Anaheim Tree. Apparently this leprechaun was there before the park, and Patrick agreed to let Mickey and his friends build Disneyland as long as he can have a new home. Oh, look at his little house. Apparently they decorated for the holidays too. That is such a cute detail. I love that. When I explained to people the Doritos were invented in Disneyland, wait, what? No way.
It was really invented at Disneyland? Yes, they actually were.
How can so much awesome come from the same place? Next, you're gonna tell me that Disneyland invented cat videos.
So the company Frito-Lay opened up a restaurant in Disneyland called Casa de Fritos. Also, sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I'm sure I messed that up. One of the cooks noticed that someone was throwing away a bunch of stale tortillas. So he gave him a little tip that you could fry them up into chips and put seasoning on them. Basically, these became a huge hit at Disneyland, and eventually Frito-Lay started producing them.
Wait, so let me get this straight. Doritos are just stale, salty tortillas? Tortillas? My Spanish also sucks, I'm sorry. But delicious!
Hey, my name's Jonathan.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Rishal, and we're engineering new ways to bring oversized characters to life.
Sometimes there's two guys in the same
we're using
costume.
exoskeleton technology to make big giant characters, super performative, super real
cool.
in our parks.
Ariel can't leave the boat during the fireworks show. You might be wondering why this is a big deal, and that's because the fireworks can literally roast you. All the other Disney princesses run inside, but because she has flippers and not feet, she's not able to. So they literally have to throw a fireproof blanket on top of her. That sounds dangerous. Did you know that there's a super secret luxury hotel room in Cinderella's castle, and it's completely free to stay there? You can literally stay in her castle. They have 24-hour concierge service, and it's carefully designed to look exactly like it does in the movies. Also, the clocks never go past midnight, so the magic never stops. I want to go so badly. It's a lifelong dream. But basically, the only way to go is to be personally invited. There's literally no other way. They don't care how much money you offer them. Just personal invite by Cinderella herself. Katy Perry went. I don't usually get jealous, but I'm a little jelly right now. Little. I want to stay! Okay, we all know about hidden Mickeys, right? Basically, there's all these Mickey heads that are hidden all over Disney, and people are always trying to look for it. But apparently there wasn't supposed to be any in the Pandora part of the park, which is the Avatar theme park. And that's because James Cameron, the director, really didn't want any of them there and wanted it to be strictly Avatar based. But Disney being Disney still snuck them in. Let me know if you saw all of them. They're hidden behind the plants and the dark walls and the waterfalls. Shh, don't tell anyone. It's time to reveal another Disney secret. Okay, we're listening. So there's secret tunnels under Magic Kingdom. Whoa, but Epcot has their own set of tunnels. Okay, here's a picture of one of the entrances to it. Wait, this is kind of a boring secret. It's like saying, guess what? We have hallways. Like, I also have hallways. I'm not like bragging about them. How else do you think that people who work there get around? This is one of the creepiest things about Disney. If you've ever been on the Liberty Square riverboat, you've probably seen the Native American animatronics. YouTuber Matt revealed something very crazy. They stay on all night even after the park has closed. This isn't the only set of animatronics that never turn off. Ooh, that is creepy. Shout out to the Moozliks for letting us react a ton of their clips in this video. And if you've ever seen Westworld, then you know why this is so creepy. So you know the Smuggler's Ride at Disney? Well, you can enter a code that gives you your own Chewbacca audio that nobody else gets to hear. Each pilot needs to push their controls in this order, while the engineers need to hit the white button. And all of this has to be done before the ride even starts, and then you get your own secret audio. This is so cool that they've included this.
Want to make your Disney Disney trip even more magical?
Yes.
Make sure you stop at Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and ask one of the fairy godmothers if she can sprinkle some pixie dust. She will gladly bring you outside.
Free glitter?
Sprinkle some pixie dust as she says Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. May all
I
your
didn't know you
wishes
could get
come
free
true.
glitter?
And this
That's
is absolutely
awesome.
free.
Also, I checked, no age restriction, so go nuts. Just a little warning. Glitter is a souvenir that follows you home and possibly for the rest of your life. You might be finding it years later. Who hasn't found glitter? Days later when you don't want it anymore. You guys notice that Bruno is dancing to his own song in the background of the scene? You have to look really close. You have to respect somebody who can appreciate their own diss track. Look in the back. There he is bobbing, just bobbing. I mean, it's hard to tell who it really was. Did you know that there's a secret basketball court inside the Matterhorn ride at Disney? It's basically, I think, a break room for the people who work there, which sounds like the sickest break room ever. The climbers who scaled the mountain would use it as a rest and prep area and use it to pass time. When the ride first opened in 1959, it doubled as the Matterhorn coaster and the Skyway, which took guests between Fantasy and Tomorrowland. In my opinion, this is the best coaster at Disney. Fight me, Space Mountain fans. They used 800 gallons of paint to make the snow look real. Whoa. Cars Land secret. Okay, so this is saying if you go into the Cozy Cone restaurant, you can actually see Buzz Lightyear hiding underneath a cone. This is awesome. Also, if you haven't tried their tamales, you should. They'll send your taste buds to infinity and beyond. Seriously.
Speaking of Boba Fett and Mandalorians, we can find his least favorite desert-dwelling mouth sand monster in Doc Undar's a baby Sarlacc. I hate Sarlacc!
I'll never forgive him for nomming young Boba Fett.
Boba Fett flies into at the beginning of Return of the Jedi and, supposedly, according to legend, hopefully not, dies. Yeah, you know, that thing. There's a cute, tiny little baby one and the story's so adorable.
Cute,
Don't
questionable.
touch it, though. It'll probably eat you.
As much as I hate it, I can also relate to a creature that's always hungry, like all the time.
Avengers Campus at Disneyland is filled to the brim with so many different hidden details and secrets. Let me show you some.
First of all, why do they call it Avengers Campus? Are they going to school?
Here you can see the Sanctum Sanctorum. It seems like it's been battle damaged. There's also a food cart with the Avengers Tower on it for shawarma. This is a reference to Avengers 1.
Imagine thinking Avengers invented shawarma.
Here's street art by none other than Miles Morales. At the entrance to Avengers Campus, you can see a gigantic arc reactor on the ground. Did you spot any other details that I might have missed? Let me know in the comments.
No, I didn't. You guys spot anything?
Do you know there used to be real mermaids at the submarine voyage in Disneyland?
Real mermaids?
Every time a
Listen
submarine
in.
passed by, they dove underwater to greet guests. Life under the sea caused a lot of troubles for the mermaids. The risk of injury was high due to the propellers and the suction they created.
Oh, that's not scary. Is it bad that I still want to do it? Makes me feel like I chose the wrong career path. I didn't know Disney Mermaid was an option all along.
Water was freezing cold, so they sat on the warm rocks in between.
No. They said freezing cold, and that's where I refuse. I can't deal with the cold, which is ironic because I live in
Through
Canada.
tubes, so guests never saw them leave or enter the lagoon. The chlorine chemicals dried out their hair and skin, and many got
baby
sunburns.
girl.
Men threw money at them for them to retrieve, and some even tried jumping in the water to get to their rock. The human world, it's a mess.
We need to take better care of our mermaids. Disneyland animatronics Spider-Man. Whoa! It'll be flung through the air freely above the rooftops in Avengers Campus. How do we have the technology to do this, but McDonald's can't fix their ice cream machines? Janitors are unsung heroes in so many ways. And this one's an artist. Literally drawing with mop water? That's like some good clean fun. We have Jack Skeleton. They're so talented. Okay, I see you. Kind of reminds me of me procrastinating while doing chores, like anything but doing the chores. Hidden Disney Magic.
Part 171.
Okay.
There are plenty of hidden details littered throughout Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But if you ever decide to fill your water bottle at Black Spire Outpost, you might have an unexpected guest lurking in your water tank.
Only Disney can make contaminated water seem fun and whimsical. On Tom Sawyer Island, you can actually get a free fast pass for you and your whole family if you find a hidden paintbrush.
And he has 10 paintbrushes all over Tom Sawyer Island.
So
this is what the
awesome.
paintbrushes used to look like, and on it read, in order to complete his
used to.
chores, Tom needs to whitewash
So
Aunt
not
Polly's
anymore.
fence. So that fence on the side of the island that's a third painted? Yeah, that one.
So they made you paint the fence? Sounds like they just didn't want to do the job themselves, and they were like, okay, you can get a fast pass, but you've got to help us finish painting. So these dolls at Small World get annual haircuts? Why? Okay, apparently their hair is made out of yarn, which frizzes up and it has to get trimmed so they don't look like they got electrocuted. Why is that so creepy? You guys find that creepy too? This is a pirate-themed scavenger hunt. First, you gotta grab a treasure map, follow it, and scan your wristband. Whoa. I personally love solving puzzles and mysteries. This is my jam. This is how Disney makes Beast Castle look as big as Cinderella Castle. They do this thing called forced perspective. What you do is you surround small things with even smaller things to make it look bigger by comparison. Look how big it actually is. It's tiny. What? Disney is always watching. I like how most of the videos in this compilation are like fun and silly, but this one's like, lol, Big Brother's always watching. Literally, they can see you at all times. That means when you were sneakily trying to pick your nose, somebody saw. Now I have to tell you guys something shocking. Disney lies about wait times.
This is true in multiple ways. Disney does not want the times to reflect an actual wait. That's why employees will often display a time that will either drive people toward or away from a specific attraction or section of the park.
Makes sense. They want a ride to be busier, they make the time less. If they want people to go away, make the line seem longer.
If one ride is getting busy, then they'll increase the wait time a lot. This makes people go to the other rides and decrease congestion. And if one ride is not being used very much, then they'll make the wait time something like 1 minute or even less. Even if you may have to wait for a bit longer, this drives a lot more people onto that empty ride.
Disney be playing so many games.
They may say that you'll need to wait 30 minutes to board a ride, but it will only be 20. That will make you think, wow, that was really fast, and you'll be happier in the park. And also the wait time on the Haunted Mansion ride is almost always 13 minutes. This is actually an in-joke.
I love a good inside joke, even if I'm being lied to. If you ask really nicely, Captain America will do a secret handshake with you.
No, something. What would it be? Okay.
The real heroes are people who go out of their way to make somebody's day extra special.
That's good. I like that.
What this extremely cursed picture is trying to show us is that Disney will reuse their animatronics.
Did you know that the Pirates of the Caribbean gift shop holds a very special secret?
Let us
If you
know.
look closely at the top shelf, there's a red vase that holds a coin. That coin is from the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh,
It's an actual
awesome.
prop. So cool, right?
That is cool. I enjoyed that. Thank you. Another Disney secret. So since we learned that wait times are lies, they found ways to entertain us while we wait. At the Peter Pan ride, you can look for little tiny Peters everywhere. It's pretty fun. Oh, and Tinkerbell as well.
TikTok made me do it. Disney Springs edition.
All the best and worst decisions start off with TikTok made me do it.
Go into this store, Luxury of Time, and ask for a free necklace. So I went up to the guy and I was like, I saw on TikTok, and he was like, and handed it to me. So we're gonna open it now.
Wait, this doesn't seem like a secret. It seems like you robbed them. Not actually, but... Has
And he
anybody
was
tried
like,
this?
You
Is
know
this
how many
true?
of these we give away a day? So it's legit. TikTok made me do it.
Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Stay awesome, stay sweet, and don't forget to be nice to her. I'll see you in the next video.